I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple.
First off, we'd like to thank everybody who watch our videos, and we hope we are offering you some great recipes for plant-based food to share with your family and friends. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Happy Vegan Couple on Facebook or YouTube, we hope you will do so. Your interest in plant-based nutrition is what motivates us to keep making these cooking videos. So please subscribe if you really enjoy what we do.
Yeah, we'd love you to do that. So, what are we going to make today, Georgie?
We are making a mac and cheese that is so good. It's chock full of vegetables and whole wheat pasta, and a cheesy sauce is made primarily from cashews and sweet potatoes. You will simply be amazed at the cheesy flavor coming from this sauce.
Yeah, we're going to take this to a birthday party potluck tonight so we can share this great recipe with lots of people.
Yes, we are.
So I want to tell you that we've got this recipe, we adapted it actually, from one that's in Dr. Neal Barnard's newest book. Now, Dr. Neal Barnard is Director of Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, PCRM.org. That's where you can go to see all his great content. But this is his new book, The Cheese Trap, and it's wonderful. In it, he tells us all the reasons, and there are many that most of you probably don't know if you haven't been following this literature, but there are many reasons that dairy products are harmful to our health. So he tells us about all that, and then he has all these recipes in it to give us alternatives to the cheesy flavor that we all enjoy, but with plant-based ingredients, right? So, but this book has got so much knowledge in it that I just want to share a few tidbits with you. So he's got this one chapter in here called Hidden Hormones in Dairy. Now, most people don't realize that when they're consuming dairy, whether they're eating it or drinking it, they're actually taking into their own body female sex hormones that are produced by the cows. Now, why is that? Because cows are pregnant, and that's why they're producing the milk, and so they're creating those hormones. So now, what's wrong with taking in a cow's female sex hormones? Well, for one, it can affect men's sperm. And if you are watching this and you're in your child-rearing years and you want to create a family, and if you're having any kind of fertility issues, it might be the dairy. So let me just share with you two studies that he talks about regarding this issue. This is on page 62 in this chapter. He says, researchers at the University of Rochester looked at the effects of dairy on men. They tracked dairy intake in 189 male college students and then checked sperm samples on each of them. It turned out that those eating the most dairy products were more likely to have abnormal sperm. Specifically, the morphology and motility, which is the shape and movement of the sperm, were abnormal. Fertility problems have been gradually increasing, the researchers noted. Could the parallel rise in cheese consumption be part of the explanation? Well, the Rochester researchers then examined men attending a fertility clinic and zeroed in especially on cheese. The men who ate the most cheese, and it really isn't that much, ranging from just 1 to 2.5 servings per day, these men had a 28% lower sperm concentration compared with men having less than about 1/2 serving of dairy or cheese per day. And they also had poor sperm motility and morphology as well. So there you go. That's the effect that can happen on men's sperm count. So what about women? Well, in this chapter, Dr. Barnard also talks about studies that show that women who have suffered with very bad menstrual cramps, when they go off dairy, that they may have a really significant reduction in that pain. And even more so, women who suffer from the painful condition of endometriosis, when they go off dairy, that can really influence that condition too and eviscerate it. Yes. So this book is chock full of knowledge, and we hope that many of you will go out and read it. We really think that you will be glad that you did. So, Georgie, are we ready to get cooking?
I'm ready to get cooking.
All right, we got to do it because we got to get to our potluck. So here we go.
Let's do it. Okay everyone, let's get started with this mac and cheese. I'll tell you the ingredients first. We have 3 cups of dry organic whole wheat pasta from Trader Joe's. Now these vegetables, these next 4 are going to be cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and mushrooms. I'm going to use 2 cups of each vegetable. I'm going to use 1 cup of frozen peas, 1 cup of zucchini. Those are my vegetables, other than 2 cups of sweet potatoes that I've diced up already. The ingredients for the sauce is going to be 3½ tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of tahini we get from Trader Joe's too, 1 tablespoon of miso, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt or garlic powder. I don't want to use salt, it's not right, but garlic powder is what we want. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Breadcrumbs for the topping and nutritional yeast to give us some cheesy flavor. 1 1/3 cups of raw cashews. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start off with the pasta. I've got my water boiling over here. I'm going to go ahead and put the pasta inside the water. Denise, you want to come over here and I'll show you the steamer. Once I put the pasta in, I'll open up that steamer with the sweet potatoes. Here's the cubed sweet potatoes going right in the steamer. Those are going to steam for approximately 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, I've got it on good shot. Okay, well I got the pasta over here cooking for 4 minutes. It calls for 6. I'm going to cook it for 4 because we don't want it fully cooked. The sweet potatoes should be done about the same time. Carrot, what I'm going to show you is a couple ways to cut it. If you can get it a little bit closer, Denise, I can kind of show people. I just clean the carrot out, and you can do slices, or you can go at an angle to get a different look, or cut this in half, cut this in half, and do sticks.
All right, so Georgie, we've got the pasta cooking at the same time as the sweet potatoes, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
They're in there right now.
Okay.
Okay, carrots are done. I have my little broccoli floor. It's probably 1 inch by 1 inch size. Cauliflower. Just going to take the end of this, cut that down, and all you have to do is break this. You don't even have to really cut it, just break it apart. Very simple and easy. Mushrooms, what I want is sliced mushrooms. This is what they look like once they're sliced. Just take them right down the side. Sliced mushrooms.
Georgie, do you want to say something about how you cubed the sweet potatoes?
The sweet potatoes, where did that sweet potato go? I'll take my sweet potato, I'll cut the ends off, slice it this way, then slice those this way, and then
Okay.
very simple and easy.
And we don't peel that, right? Because we have organic sweet potatoes.
We have organic, so I don't peel them, no.
Right, because there's good nutrition in that.
Right. My zucchini, I cut the ends of it off. And I've sliced it like this to give it a different look. I just take my potato peeler. Okay. And I'm going to cut this in quarters. We'll just go like that. We got different looks.
Any way you want to do it, huh?
That's right. We got sticks, half moons, and full moons. Look at that. You can do this with your cucumbers too. Okay, let's throw those in there too. Now we're going to steam all these before we use them. Okay, our mushrooms are done. Cauliflower, broccoli.
So they all can be steamed at the same time? Those
The steaming is you want to just cook them halfway. That way you don't have to cook that casserole for 45 minutes versus the 30 minutes that we're going to cook it. Okay, let's see here. This is actually a pretty quick and easy. Oh, I need some more water. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the sauce while the sweet potatoes and those are getting ready. Put this over here. Okay, what I have in here that I didn't say originally was 2 cups of Trader Joe's soy milk.
Unsweetened.
Unsweetened. I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of water. This is just for the blending. Okay, I got the 1 3/4 cup of raw cashews and the 2 cups of soy milk.
Now we have a Vitamix, so
Vitamix, yes.
right, so we don't have to soak our cashews ahead of time.
Right. Usually, if you don't have a Vitamix, soak them for a couple hours. If you have a regular blender, it'll work just the same. I'm going to add my lemon juice, my tahini. Tahini's a soy base. Oop.
Sesame seed base. Georgie tahini.
Miso.
And it's also got some good calcium in it as well.
Garlic powder. Salt and pepper. Or pepper and salt. And my nutritional yeast to give it a cheesy flavor. We're going to blend this up. Now I didn't put the water in because I don't know how thick it's going to be. I don't want it too thin. I don't want it too thick, and I'll kind of work on a texture here. Turn that on. Okay, we're going to go up to high here. You want a smooth, creamy texture. You don't want the nuts to be felt. You want to make this like a cheesy sauce. Let's see here. A little taste test. Just a second more. A little bit of texture. There's our sauce.
Okay, keep it there a second. Why don't you show me with the spatula? Put a little bit out so we can kind of get a sense of the texture. Okay.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stop and get oh, wait a minute. I forgot the sweet potatoes. That's good. Those got to come in there.
And you don't need the water, right? You decided you don't need that water?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That was a major part of this.
Yeah, the sweet potatoes really help give it that cheesy sauce. All right. Just going to pause it for a second.
Now, okay, my pasta's cooked for the 4 minutes. I'm going to strain it out here. You can see it's not completely done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add all my vegetables. The first thing I'm going to put in is my carrots because they're a little bit thicker. And then I'll put all the rest of them on the top.
I love this new steamer that we got.
It's nice.
Of course, we found it at our favorite thrift store.
And I meant to put the zucchini and the peas in towards the end, but we're going to be okay. Okay, now we're going to put the lid on that. Excuse me. And we'll steam that for probably 3 minutes. Okay, now we're going to come back over here. We're going to blend up the sweet potatoes in this that we forgot to put in. It'll completely change the color too. It'll give it a cheesy look. Okay, there you go. There's our sauce.
Oh my. Let me see the texture again. Show us with the spatula.
A little bit creamier too.
Wow.
Look at that. Okay, well let's take a break and we'll throw it together and put it in the oven.
All right.
Okay? Okay everyone, what I did is I cooked my vegetables for 4 minutes. You can see they're crispy still, but not soggy, and that's what you want. You don't want them limp and everything else. That's my vegetables. Now I've determined that my sauce, I didn't put the water in it, but I've determined that it's just too thick for what I need to do. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the water, probably 1/4 cup, no more than that, and I'll blend it back up again. Okay, next step. My pasta, I cooked it for 4 minutes. It's ready. It's not too soft. First thing in there. Next will be my veggies. This little steamer basket is very nice. You get a little bit of water out of there. You don't want a lot of water in there. Okay. Veggies. Look at that color.
Look at all those colors, all those antioxidants and cruciferous vegetables, the broccoli, the cauliflower.
Okay, we're going to mix this up a little bit. Get everything together.
Peas, zucchini, mushroom. So
And see, you got so many different shapes and
nutrients.
colors that it looks great. Okay, now we're going to just pour the sauce on there. The whole enchilada.
Yum.
Okay, and we're just going to mix it up a little bit. Make sure everything's got the sauce on it. I can smell it already.
Looks delicious. The party guests are gonna love this.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, this is really a great dish to bring to a potluck.
Sure is.
Easy to make. Everybody loves mac and cheese. You know, it evokes that comfort food feeling. And of course, this one is all plant-based.
Okay, now what we're going to do is the breadcrumbs. Going to sprinkle them all over.
And how did you make your breadcrumbs?
I
Because we
took-
don't buy them usually, right?
I took my leftover heels from Bob's Killer Bread, toasted it, dried it out, put it in the Vitamix, and made breadcrumbs.
Wow, great.
Now, we decided to put a little bit more nutritional yeast on top, give it a little bit more cheese.
Because you
I'd
can
say
never
about
have enough of that great
Right,
flavor.
I'd say about 1/4 cup. Okay, I'm gonna cover this up with aluminum foil.
Well, let me just take another nice look at it.
There you go.
Yum. Okay.
Gonna cover this with aluminum foil. We're gonna cook it for 15 minutes at the 400 degrees. We're gonna take it out, take the aluminum foil on it, put it back in for another 15 minutes, and we will be done. So I'm gonna put it in. We'll come back in 15 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like before I finish it.
Okay, sounds good, Georgie.
Okay, we've been cooking it for 15 minutes covered at 400 degrees. I'm going to take the aluminum foil off now. You'll see it's starting to bubble around the edges. I'm going to put it back in here for 15 minutes and let it brown a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back in 15 minutes.
Alrighty.
Okay, everyone, it's been cooking for 30 minutes total. This is the last 15 minutes. Here we go. There will not be a taste test tonight because this is going to a birthday party, and I hope everybody is going to enjoy it. I know you will because we enjoy this so much. It's like once a week that we make it.
All right,
Okay?
let me just
There you
zoom
go.
in and see what this beautiful casserole looks like.
Check it
Wow.
out. Woo!
All right, well, Georgie made that great casserole. We're ready to test drive it at our birthday party potluck.
Can't wait.
Yes, so we hope many of you will try this recipe. It's truly become one of our favorites since I read about it in Dr. Barnard's book. Even though we adapted it a little bit, we threw in a bunch more vegetables and just changed a couple of our ingredients for our liking. But we think it's a great recipe, as many others in the book. We'll hope you try it. So until next time, I'm
And I'm Georgie.
and we're the Happy Vegan Couple. And as always, the recipe will be posted right after we say goodbye, and will be posted separately on the YouTube page and on Facebook as well. And remember, if you're seeing us for one of the first times and you haven't subscribed, please do. We'd love to have you add to our group on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, we would.
Bye, everybody.
Go plant-based.
Yes, go plant-based.